Hello and welcome. My name is Vegans. You are the vegan savages, aka the vegan, aka just human beings who try to figure out life. That's what we all do, right? Another episode, Ask Me Mondays. And usually I do the Ask Me Mondays the weekend before, but it's actually Tuesday the week before, because on the weekend I will be at Veg Fest and no way I have time there to record an Ask Me Mondays. And I did now 27 Ask Me Mondays in a row, straight, not failing once, so I want to keep that. This Ask Me Mondays as well, constantly uploading Ask Me Mondays every single Monday. This is episode 28, so 7 months constantly I've uploaded Ask Me Mondays, and that makes me proud. Even though I'm busy traveling the weekend, I still upload consistently. That's why, yeah, I do it on Tuesday on this cold day in Berlin. I have the artificial light on because it's so desperately dark out and rainy and it's freezing cold, but anyway, we're out here. Let's put the hoodie on. Plant-based athlete hoodie, which by the way, yesterday I also got the Vibrant Higher hoodie in large, the slim one. But hey, pink is only for women, says who? 2018, guys can wear pink as well. If you're new to this format, every Monday I do a Ask Me Mondays where I answer your questions I get down below in the comment section. So ask away anything you want. And this time, one of you, I think Annika is her name. Annika, if you're watching, I love you. Thanks for the questions. And I try to cover all her questions in this Ask Me Monday. So I dedicate an entire Ask Me Mondays just for you. Let's get into your questions. Ferdinand, you are the best, and I mean it literally. You are the missing piece in my life. Do not mean to sound corny, but my life changed so much since your appearance on social media. I learn a lot and you are freaking energetic. Your vibration is always so high. That's why the Vibrant Higher hoodie. I have a few questions for the next Ask Me Mondays. If you like, of course. Of course, I would love to answer your question, and thank you so much for your words. That just means a lot to me, and it just is so motivating for me to hear that, to keep going what I do, and yeah, thank you so much. Would you rather choose the city or the nature? Because you love Austria, obviously, but Berlin offers so much. What a tough question. Nature or city? You know I'm a nature lover, I'm a nature boy. Mother Nature is my best homie. But currently a city offers me so many opportunities. Because remember, I was an entire month in Austria with Scorpio Mind and there was basically nothing but nature. And for just living, I love it. But to produce social media content, it gets quite boring. I mean, to do daily vlogs in Austria, that would be really lame because there's so little social interactions with like-minded people, and here I have so many friends I can visit, we can do stuff, there are events that are happening, so many opportunities, so much stuff I can show you, do full day of eatings out, all that stuff. So currently I picked the city because of the social media content I do, and just it's exciting. It excites me right now, the social life of living in a city. So that's why right now I picked the city, but it's not, you know, in a city like Berlin we have so much nature. That's why I basically don't have to choose one, I can have both. What is the core truth of Bashar's teaching for you? If you don't know Bashar, I made a video about it up here. And of course, follow your highest excitement. And a shirt or hoodie with the slogan, follow your highest excitement, will come at Vegan Savage merch. And that is definitely my that changed my life. Since I follow my excitement literally 24/7, I'm so happy, fulfilled, and I recommend it to everyone. Find your passions in life, what excites you, and go follow it. How do you make decisions? Rather rational or heart-wise? I combine those two, my heart and my brain together, and then you make the best decisions. Because don't detach from your emotions and only think rational, and don't only do emotional decisions. No, combine that both. Can you post a workout playlist on SoundCloud, please? I posted my workout playlist on Spotify. It's called Vegans playlist. No, I think just Vegans. and I maybe also put it on SoundCloud, but it's on Spotify for free. Go follow the playlist, and if you have songs I should add, let me know. And I'm planning on doing also other V-Gains playlists, because this is currently my workout playlist, but maybe I also will do a relaxing playlist, chill playlist, Christmas. I hate Christmas songs mostly. I will see, but I want to do more playlists. Currently I'm working on V-Gains.de playlist with German songs for my German friends out there. If there is an active person with a high metabolism and in opposite a tiny person who eats less, does the first one gets more vitamins and nutrients because he has to eat more to maintain the weight? Are small people unfortunate because they need less? It's kind of true. If you eat more, then it's often easier to cover all your nutrients. The less you eat, the more you have to look after to cover everything. For me, I'm blessed. It's super easy. I burn on average 4,000 calories, so I eat a lot. Hello? Hello? So, where was I? Yeah, so if you eat few calories because you don't burn a lot of calories and or you're in a deficit, then you have to watch out even more to cover all your nutrients. And when you eat a lot of calories because you're a big guy, you're active, you're burning tons of calories, it becomes much easier to cover your nutrients, and you can waste a lot of calories that are not so dense in nutrients because you already covered them, but you need more calories to not lose weight. What I don't do, I mostly eat nutrient dense because it's better for me, I feel better, it's win-win. But yeah, you are right. Could you live with a suitcase, or do you need all your stuff? I mean, what do I really need? I only need my body, and then I need the fundamentals to survive. But I could live off a suitcase, get my vlogging cam in, a bit of merch, you know, the necessary items to produce social media content like my MacBook, my iPhone, my charger and stuff, and I could work, but my content would suffer, like for my food channel at V-Gains Food, because I don't have a fully equipped kitchen. I don't have a food processor, I don't have a freezer, a Vitamix, all that stuff, which I use to create content with. I wouldn't bring this big tripod I have here right now, probably not the big cam I'm recording right now, so my content would suffer, and I wouldn't have this nice working environment which I built here, like my treadmill desk where I work on, which is currently broken, but usually I work on there. And I could live off a suitcase, but do I want it? No, I love to have my own space. This is my office, this is where I mostly create, this is where I edit all this stuff, this is where I have internet and no distractions, all the stuff I need to work, and I feel at home. This makes me feel comfortable, and that is a luxury. So I could live with only a suitcase, but I don't want to. And for short periods, of course, if I only go a weekend trip, or I will spend an entire month in Bali next February, I will live only based off a suitcase, no problem. But long term, I want a place called home, because I have a couple things that are just too big, like a treadmill desk, a food processor, a Vitamix, but I could easily live without them, and it depends where you go. When I go somewhere, I could easily get an Airbnb which has a fully equipped kitchen with all the items, and I can produce all my content I need. So the answer is yes, I could. You are looking for the perfect place, but isn't it easier to stay in Europe because you have no green card for the USA or Australia? Was wondering. You're right, it would be so much easier to just stay somewhere in Europe, because you can just go there, stay as long as you want. There's no one, oh, your visa is expired, and you don't need a green card. You can just move there and stay there for how long you want to stay. That's how it should be everywhere. I hate it that if you want to move somewhere out of Europe, or want to move into Europe if you're not in Europe, that it's such a hassle and sometimes impossible to get a green card for the United States or something, that you want to move somewhere, your excitement tells you, hey, I want to go to Los Angeles and live there, and then sometimes or often you just cannot. That is just freedom is our birthright and they take our birthright away. If you're a decent person, if you don't cause trouble there, then why shouldn't you have the right to live where you want? That is for me a free world, and I hope we're moving into that direction. That's why I love Europe, that we have this concept that all the countries that are in Europe, you can just basically live there and it's not a big deal. And that's how it should be everywhere. So Europe in this is the first step, I think, and I hope we're moving into a free world. Yeah, to get back to your question, I probably don't want to live in Berlin forever, quite sure. So I'm looking for the best place to live. And if it's outside of Europe, it will become a hassle to move there. It depends. Some countries it's fairly easy, like Panama, but some countries it's really difficult, like you said, United States, Canada, Australia. And yeah, but to stay in Europe, the countries in Europe are none of them are really on my list where I want to move to, probably, because a big one is that they speak English natively. So that is a really big requirement I would love to have. And there are a couple of places, or there's basically one place in Europe you speak English, I think. That's the United Kingdom. But they are getting out of Europe probably in the next years, so then I cannot move there, and I would like to have an improvement of the weather also, and it feels like moving to the United Kingdom. The weather is even worse, so yeah, I don't know, but you're right. If I would stay in Europe, it would be much easier to emigrate. And why do so many people still love keto and say it's the cure for everything? Even doctors blame carbs for illness because it's trendy and it's another food trend, not like veganism. Veganism just works, and you know, low carb, paleo, keto, for me these are just trends. Some people feel so good going keto for the first weeks because they use all the glycogen, they lose a lot of water weight, and then they feel so great and they have a big social media reach and make this diet popular, and many people jump on it, and most of the people go off it again because they have low energy, they don't feel so good, their blood pressure increases. So for me the keto movement is just another trend, but it doesn't work. It doesn't stop and reverse disease like a plant-based diet does for the most leading killers. And most diets you at the beginning feel better because you are cutting out a lot of junk food and you're often in a caloric deficit, and then no matter what diet you pick at the beginning you feel better. But on a keto diet long term you often just stay unhealthy or get even more unhealthy. You're super limited, you can basically not eat out with friends and you want to stay in the ketosis, so it's so hard and so monotonous what you eat, and you eat mostly animal products, which is really harmful. So yeah, I don't know what the fuss is around that. I will do a full day of eating keto on a vegan diet just to see how I feel after a day. But my beloved carbs, and why should I prohibit my body the preferred source of energy my body needs to properly function for my brain, for my muscles, and for my entire body, which is glucose coming from carbohydrates. Going into a state of starvation, of ketosis, is really unhealthy long term, so I don't get it at all. Yeah, I talked about it in another Ask Me Mondays up here, and if you want me to do a full day of vegan keto eating, then let me know down below and I make it for you, and will suffer eating so much fat and protein and no carbs. That's so sad. Who wants to live that way? Okay, so Annika, I loved your question. Thank you so much. Should I answer one more? No, we keep it short. I hope you have a, yeah, that is in the future. I am already in London when this is happening, this Ask Me Mondays, and I produce the greatest content over there. Yeah, probably a vlog already dropped, so you have already seen it. If not, make sure to check it out. And I'm so jealous because you can check it out right now, and I'm stuck in the past. Here it's a rainy Tuesday and Scorpio Mind is coming over soon to cut my hair because what is this? It got out of control. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave your new questions down below. I love making videos for you, I really do. It's so my passion and I follow it every day and it feels so good. So if you're not totally happy with life, coming back to the intro, we're all human beings who try to figure out the human experience. If you're not totally happy, you don't live with purpose, you're not fulfilled, go find your passions and follow them more and more and more until you get to a place where you follow your highest excitement 24/7 and feel so amazing. And you can get to this point easily, you deserve it, and you easily can make a living of it with anything. We live in 2018, what are you thinking? So go out there, follow your highest excitement, become a doer. I sound like a broken record, like I'm a motivational coach. I'm not, or maybe for you, I could be. I am my own. Let's stop talking here. Thanks for watching, until next time. Peace. Whoo. And here are the artificial lights, which I hate. But now it got warm because they produce so much heat and the cam just whoop. So peace. Bland-based athlete hoodie and now bland-based athlete shirt. That's how we do it. Peace out. And I imagine this is you and I'm hugging you right now.